Hello, young botanists. I am Dan Ray Citizen, but you can call me Sir Dan for short, and I will be your teacher in social science. Are you ready to learn, young botanists? Before we start our discussion, let me ask you a question. Have you ever seen lumot or algae in a pans or in a rock? Some of you have already seen an algae, but some of you are not. So class, these are examples of very simple plants. So now we will have a game called Scrambled Words. What you have to do is to guess the correct words. Are you ready, young botanist? So let's start. In number one, yes, that is right. It is a plants. How about in number two? Yes, that is right. It is a algae. How about in number three? Yes, that's right. It is a green algae. How about in number four? Yes, correct. It is a red algae. How about in number five? Yes, right. That is brown algae. Very good class. These are belongs to the very simple plants without roots, stems, and leaves. This special group called THALLOPHYTA. The plants belonging to the division THALLOPHYTA is called thallophytes. Thallophytes are autotrophic and exhibit thallus-like body organization. The word thallus is refers to undifferentiated plant body. When is undifferentiated refers to lacking of true roots, lacking of true stems, and lacking of true leaves. So now class, let us learn more about Thallophyta. Thallophyta is a tracheophytic. It means they lack of vascular tissues, xylem, and phloem. Thallophyta is also non-embryophytic. It refers to the non-formations of the embryo during reproduction. And lastly, Thallophyta is non-jacketed sex organs. It means sex organs are not protected by any productive layer. Do you understand it, class? Most thallophytes live in the aquatic habitats, like in a freshwater, marine, or in a moist place like soils and rocks, or even symbiotically inside the animals like corals and sponges. So now class, let us proceed to the three kinds of thallophyta: the green algae, brown algae, and red algae. Thallophyta is classified based on their pigments, food storage, and cell wall composition. So the first one is the green algae, or what we call chlorophyta. Green algae consists of pigments chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B. This is the reason why it has a green color. And green algae stores starch as a food material, and their cell wall is cellulose. And the example of this are Spirogyra, Ulva, Volvox, and Chlamydomonas. So the second one is brown algae, or what we call Pyphyta. Brown algae consists of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll C pigments along with fucoxanthin, and it stores laminarine and mannitol as a food material. And their cell wall is cellulose and algin. Algin used as a thickener. And the example of the brown algae are fucus, laminaria, and sargassum. The third is red algae, or what we call rhodophyta. Red algae consists of chlorophyll A and chlorophyll B, along with phycoerythrin. This stores pyridine starch, and their cell wall is made of cellulose, pectin, polysulfate esters. And the example of red algae are Galigium, Gracilaria, and Polysoponia. So now, let's talk about the reproductions of Thallophyta. Thallophytes reproduce in three ways: vegetative, asexual, and sexual. So the first one is vegetative reproduction. Vegetative reproductions is by fragmentation, where thallus is break and develop new organism. So next is the asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction is by spores. It involves only one parent and there is no fusion of gametes. Asexual reproduction in algae is by zoospores. Zoospores are flagellated and non-germination give rise to new plants. And when we talk about sexual reproduction, there is a fusion of male and female gametes. And based on their fusion and gametes, sexual reproductions has three types: isogamy, anisogamy, and ogamy. Isogamy is a type of sexual reproduction that involves male and female gametes that is similar in morphology. Isogamy seen in the case of Spirogyra. To talk about anisogamy, anisogamy is a type of sexual reproduction that involves male and female gametes that are dissimilar in morphology. Anisogamy seen in the case of Chlamydomonas. And last, ogamy. Ogamy is a type of sexual reproduction that involves small motile of male gametes and large non-motile of female gametes. Ogamy is seen in the case of volvox. And for the last topic that we are discussing today, class, is the economic and ecological importance of the algae. So, class, algae are contributes over 50% of the Earth oxygen through photosynthesis. And edible algae like ulba and porphyra are rich in nutrients and even used in making sushi. Agar from red algae, Galigium, used in food, cosmetic, and microbiology lab. And alginates from brown algae are used in toothpaste or even in ice cream. So class, to sum up our discussion for today, thallophytes may be very simple plants and primitive, but it has a big contributions to our earth by producing oxygen, providing food, and also supporting our industries in agriculture. And that's the end of our discussion. I hope that you learned a lot from Sir Dan. Thank you.